but I think it's the polls, and they just view you as a wild card. And between them, they can't decide from whom you pull more, and therefore it's easiest not to have you on that stage. Let me ask you this. Right now, you're not consistently at 15%, although you seem to be getting there, and you're not on enough ballots to get to 270 electoral votes. On that basis, is it a legitimate means of keeping you off the stage?
First of all, on all the legitimate polls, including the polls that CNN says that it's going to rely on, we do hit 15%. The polls that don't have us at 15% are asking the questions in a deceptive way that suppresses by the perceived support that we have. But the Monmouth poll, the Quinnipiac poll, CNN's own poll has me at 15% this past month. The New York Times, CNN poll, the Harvard-Harris poll, we have 6 major polls that show me at or above 15%. The other thing is, I'm going to be on the ballot in 340, in enough states to get 340 electoral votes. That's one of the criteria. Neither President Trump or President Biden is going to be on the ballot in any states at that time. So I think CNN made a tactical error because they basically made a criteria that President Trump and President Biden can't meet. The parties are on, and they're the presumptive nominees, but they don't have the nomination yet, so they're not going to be able to get on the ballot.
In other words, you're saying as a technical matter, the parties will be given ballot access, but they've not yet formally secured their party's nomination because there hasn't been a convention.
Yeah, I'm the only one of these 3 candidates that will qualify for that criteria. So CNN, has made criteria that I'm the only one that can qualify for it.
Is there any recourse that you're going to pursue?
Well, we have a legal recourse if CNN denies us. The CNN, there's plenty of court cases that say once you make an open challenge, like CNN did, and you post criteria, you've now got a contract with people who can meet that criteria. And so, we do have a contractual. There are, Michael, we have a fairness doctrine in this country that governs the television networks that says that you have to give equal time. But there's no private cause of action for us to enforce the fairness doctrine.
Bobby, I think that went out in the Reagan years. I mean, I came of age as a broadcaster as that was waning. I don't think that applies. But by the way, I understand you're upset with CNN because CNN's hosting the first one, but it really seems like the fix was in between Trump and Biden, and some network, if not this one, some network was going to quickly snap it up.
Yeah, I think that President Biden particularly does not want to see me on stage. President Trump says that he is happy to have me there if I meet the criteria. So by the way, the fairness doctrine, the aspects of it that require equal time are still in place. Most of the fairness doctrine, you're right, was abandoned during the Reagan years. But those aspects are still legal requirements. They do have to give equal time, although there's no private right of action.
Thank you so much for coming back and being heard on this issue. I appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. Good to see you this morning, Michael.
You too, Bobby. Thank you.